Today, I will be persuading you guys on what I think is the hardest step in the creative process of creating a presentation. Presenting. I think presenting is the hardest part of the whole process of creating a presentation due to three major reasons. My first major reason is because of speech anxiety. Speech anxiety is something that multiple people throughout the multitude of the entire world face, and it is when they get into the presentation aspect of a speech and they get in front of 30 or 40 people who know nothing about them, or maybe they do know something about them and they're friends with the person speaking, and they see them and they get stage fright and completely shut down. They forget what they're saying, they forget what they're doing, all of that. My second one is obviously the point of presentations, what you were presenting for. There's multiple reasons as to why someone would present something and why they would want to get their message across. Not every single time that you present something are you going to be presenting in the same fashion or form. And the last reason, as you can see here, is the preparation of the presentation. All the work and steps that it takes for you to get to the point where you can then create a good, solid speech that is understandable, credible, and at the end of the day, something that people liked and enjoyed listening to, that they felt educated them or affected them in some way, shape, or form. Now, speech anxiety. Speech anxiety is something that everybody deals with. I deal with, you guys deal with, everybody deals with it. It's just being human. It's literally just how you were born. To come in front of other people, even people such as Elon Musk and other big billionaires who have to speak in front of millions of people often get speech anxiety. Speech anxiety is just a normal thing. It's when your palms start sweating. It's when your body gets really hot. You all of a sudden, just all that preparation, all the practicing that you learn goes out the window, and you completely just cannot even fathom what your first word is in your entire presentation of speech. That's speech anxiety. And that's something that for most people, they can handle and use to get through their speech, use it as a crutch to get through their speech, which is something that I've done and something that I've been used to, and is something for other people that is very crucial in the process of them presenting, which can then stop them from knowing the information that they already have in their brain, because it is very hard to speak it out and be understandable to people who are all staring at you and giving you their 110% undivided attention. The second point that I believe as to why presenting is the hardest part out of the whole creative process is because of the point of the presentation. There's 3 to 4 different kinds of ways that you can present, and they're stated right here. The first one is to inform. When you are doing an informative speech, you are there to be factual, you are there to be punctual, you are there to tell them what they want to hear, which is the information as to what the topic you were talking about. You were trying to inform them, educate them, and make them think that you are a credible source in what you're speaking about, which is something that's very hard to do at times. You need to be able to be highly researched and be able to know how to say that in a way that is understandable for people. The second way is to instruct. You're trying to show people what to do. What are the steps that you need to take in order to get this specific topic accomplished? Third one is to entertain. At times people speak and they speak for comedic reasons. They speak to tell a story. There's different kinds of ways that you can entertain your audience that's in front of you. And the fourth way is to persuade. Let's say there's a topic that you were trying to get them, such as this one, where you were trying to get them to understand and agree with your side of your speech. And this is something that is very crucial when doing speeches. You need to know why you are giving that speech and what message you are trying to give across to your audience. And the very last part of why speeches are the hardest part in the whole entire creative process would have to be the preparation of the speech. Yes, the preparation of the speech is in fact one of the hardest parts of the speech, due to the fact that you need to be able to be very well educated, well informed, and knowledgeable about the information that you are trying to get them to understand. And at times this could be seen to be very easy to do, because all you have to do is a little bit of research. But little did you know, most big speakers that go onto TED Talks and perform in front of live audiences are super very well educated on the information that they are trying to get across. They have been researching this for weeks to months at a time to then give you a speech. And at times they don't even use all of the information that they have read upon, but it's just knowledge that you can have in your brain, so that when you are speaking, you can say that information in a way to them that makes sense for them. And those are all the three different reasons as to why I believe that presenting is one of the hardest, actually, the hardest part of a presentation. And due to those reasons, that's why I believe that it is the hardest aspect of the creative process.